Namaste Wahala. I will assume most people have watched this movie, so I'm allowed to drop some spoilers. So let's get into it. Welcome, guys. On today's episode, I'll be reviewing, or should I say, we will be reviewing Namaste Wahala. Namaste Wahala is a romantic movie that tells the story of two lovebirds that intend to get married. However, they are set apart by their family drama. So Seun actually enjoyed watching this movie, and she's here to tell us what exactly she enjoyed about that movie. I saw it on her status, or did you send me a message? Okay, I sent her a status, and she told me that she liked the movie. It was. So please tell us, how did the movie make you feel?
Okay.
What was it about the movie that you enjoyed? What particularly triggered you about Namaste Wahala?
All right. So I usually don't watch movies. Like, I'm not a critic as such, so I might not, I might be speaking based on my own, I am speaking based on my own knowledge. So I felt it was a feel-good movie.
Feel good?
I felt the script was, good. I particularly liked Angie's acting. I felt she was funny. She interpreted her role. Ini and Raj, they did fairly okay, Generally, it was just, I was laughing, not throughout the movie.
Okay,
but I had
was it like rolling on the floor laughing? Or
I told you, I wasn't rolling on the floor laughing, but this kind of laughter that you just be like, it was making you feel good. That's why I was rolling on the floor, but it was just, it just made me feel okay, What else? RMD, Joker Silver, of course, they were great. Or Sass as well, So I followed the storyline.
You like Osa's acting?
Yes, even though I felt she was a bit bitchy, but I guess she interpreted her role very well. So generally I just felt it was good. And I ended the movie and I'm like, okay, not bad. And I literally just posted, Namaste Wahala. Not bad at all.
Nice, interesting. Okay, for me, I first of all thought, interesting storyline, the merging of two nationalities and cultures together to tell a love story was a beautiful concept. However, for a romantic movie, I did not feel any romance or attraction or intimacy between the two characters.
An idea of romance.
So I think it's just about the way, the both characters, their body language, the way they interpret their roles, that you'll be able to see that, okay, it's really not even about the kissing or the, it's just about how they look at each other, how they, talk to each other, how they, relate to each other and everything. I didn't feel any
chemistry.
The chemistry between this Raj and Didi was just a bit bland for me. And again, the fact that the way they met at the beach
with Koye's on his head,
guys saying Wahala.
What is this?
Like,
oh my God!
And the way they met again at the party, and the way the way she turned like as if she was already expecting him. Exactly, like she was already expecting him to come.
I agree.
That particular scene. I feel that those two scenes could have been more creative. They could have, more creative with that. Those two scenes and all. And for the fact that, immediately after they met at the NGO and said, I'm going to marry you, and she just said, really? And
next thing
they
were singing
and dancing and
oh my God! Maybe those are the things that made me laugh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It wasn't like I'm not saying it was entirely bad, but like
I guess
how like
what is the connection? I know.
It could have been more creative. Like, let us see how they relate with each other. Then we could have they could have built us into having that affection for with those two people. What I mean? For me. Then I also felt the casting. I particularly did not like some characters, like the NGO woman. Like,
she was quite.
I didn't quite understand, her facial expression in some cases, her facial expression was, to me, was just, I felt that character should have been done by somebody else. Raj, for me, I wasn't also a huge fan of him.
I didn't think Raj is an actor. I just think it was an Indian guy that fits the I don't know. So I wasn't really expecting much.
I know, but that was a bit stiff. Yes, he was a good-looking guy. That beach scene when it comes out. These guys. But hey, the main thing he was supposed to do, for me, I felt it was stiff. I also think Ini Idima, she's actually a good actress. but I felt, you know, she didn't portray at, you know,
Maybe she didn't body the cast.
yeah, she didn't, you know, the directing did not really bring out the full potential in this movie. I felt she could have done much more, yeah, much better. Of course, RMD and Joke Silva, of course, it was just, you know, it was just a joy to see their faces grace us in this movie.
Exactly.
You know, and I particularly also liked Angie. I think that's my best person in that movie.
Angie was just good.
Yeah, she was just fantastic. She was funny.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. You know, she's just pleasant. And she interpreted her role very well.
She was good.
She did a good job. There were some scenes that was just, you know, was as if, you know, just cut into
it was like a flying scene. I agree.
Like
when Somto and when Somto came to meet Didi and Angie was that like a bar?
Yes, in a bar that apparently they were the only ones in the bar in the restaurant, actually, rather, you know, and like they were the only ones there. And next thing you see Somto just, you know, appeared, and I'm like,
and Osasi's character, I'm like, how? From where to where?
From where to where? You know, like, it was just, you know, because yes, the story really tells you that, okay, internationality marriage.
Yeah,
you know,
and then the part about when you said that did he have to take Raj's mom to tell RMD that his daughter was, you know, I felt that
like, so it took the NGO lady to go and tell Raj's mom that Didi is a good person.
Come and see her walking, and I felt that.
And so what made the lady fall in love was because she was working in Raj's cousin's NGO.
And then apart from that, they were literally talking in their house. Next thing, they were in the NGO. As in the next almost scene, immediately. Yes. You know, I agree. But fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. It was just okay. all those little bits and pieces, yes. But it still didn't take away from the fact that, well, it was enjoyable.
Well, the fact that the storyline was good was enjoyable, but I couldn't help but, you know, see
those loopholes.
Yeah, those loopholes in the movie.
And like for me too, there was a part where Koye was laughing on the floor. I don't know, he was literally laughing. You know when you're laughing fake laughter, and I'm like,
I think that Koye's character was not supposed to just make us to laugh. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like it wasn't supposed to. We're not supposed to take him seriously at all. Then what did you think about this scene of Brother Shaggy at the airport wearing his singlets? So Raj's mom just came from India.
I won't lie.
And at the airport, a guy is wearing a singlet. You know,
at least skipped that part because I'm just like, it's getting too much. Yes, it was funny at some point.
Yes, it was actually funny, and Brother Shaggy interpreted the role well.
Yes.
But how realistic is that in terms of you coming from abroad
and you're meeting with a
taxi driver and he's wearing his singlet?
So
like, that
there were
doesn't
some
even
things
happen.
that they really didn't think through. I agree because maybe she just felt let it just be like the Shaggy that people see on social media. Because actually she should be wearing clothes.
She be
wearing clothes.
I feel that that's actually not a good description of our country. Yes.
Well, true.
The transition from scene to scene for me could have been better. I felt there were some empty scenes that, you know, that wasn't necessary for them to put in this movie.
True, I agree.
Like when when Didi got a call from the NGO lady. I'm sorry, I'm not an NGO lady. I can't actually remember her name. When she got a call from the NGO lady, and Didi just called her, and Didi said, "Oh, it's noisy. I can't hear you." And said, "Oh, my cousin's place," and that was all about that particular scene. Like, it led to nowhere.
True.
You know. Also, there was this scene about, you know, when Raj and
Didi were in the sitting room, and next thing they flashed what's his name?
No, they were actually sulking. They were sulking about their love. She was on the bed. Exactly. It was, you know, and next thing
we saw Osas
and Fraud.
I'm like,
sharing to a glass of champagne or wine, you know.
It didn't make sense.
Like,
you're right.
That part, you know, that part should have been there as well. You know, and I just felt that, you know, the syncing from scene to scene, it really looked like, you know, they immediately, like when you said about when the NGO lady went to talk to Raj's mother.
Yes, and next moment they were already at the NGO.
Right. Or when Didi went to go and get the CCTV camera, and next thing she went to the office. The transition was just you know, it didn't sink in very well.
Yeah.
So I felt they could have also done better. The makeup, hair and costume, I also thought they could have done better. I didn't particularly think that Didi's makeup was done well. I felt like her makeup looked like she did it herself, and I felt that, you know, Didi Inidima, she's a babe like in real life, like she's finding that in real life, and the makeup didn't
do her justice.
Yeah, didn't do her justice, and the hair, like she only wore like 3 wigs in the entire movie, and the hair it wasn't.
She should have worn 5 different hairs. Actually, I agree with her makeup. It actually looked like a no makeup look, but I get what you're saying. Sometimes she looked bland. And
Yeah,
even
she
her
looked
makeup
bland.
face wasn't so.
It wasn't popping.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't popping. Or maybe I get. No, you're right. You're right. It could have been better.
It could have been better.
Yeah, it could
then
have
the
been.
hair, like the short hair that she wore, you know, it was flipping out. Like it wasn't slick. It wasn't slick.
Oh,
like.
God. Well, they could have done better.
They could have done better with the, and I felt like our costume, our dressing should have been a little bit more exaggerated. Like she's a rich kid now. Like she's a rich kid in 2020. And guys, what was it about that her phone that she was using?
How did you see her phone?
Please, I paid attention to this. I was watching with my 2 eyes.
My God.
With my eyes.
So should have been using iPhone X.
Yes, or something in
Or iPhone 12
2020. And you know, it's 2020. She's not,
Okay, as a rich kid.
as a rich kid, she was using like iPhone. I don't know if it was 6 or 7 or 8. But you know, it was just as a rich
I
kid.
didn't look at those things, but well, I don't know.
The directing, cinematography, editing, and other post-production elements was okay. It was just average for me.
Fine, yeah.
So guys, have you watched Namaste Wahala? What are your thoughts on this movie? And if you have not watched Namaste
You
Wahala,
should go watch it.
should you watch it?
You should.
Should you not watch it? Well, if you watch it and you don't watch it, you actually have not missed anything, and you've actually not really gained anything. It's just the fact that, you know, when people are talking about it, you can talk, you can gist, and you can say your opinions about the movie. Actually, overall,
I'll give it a 3-star.
3
That's
stars.
not bad. That's what I said. Not bad at all. That's what not bad at all gets.
Okay. For Namaste Wahala, for the effort that they put into making this movie, because I know that, you know, it takes a whole lot. There is no small production. You know, I'm going to give this movie 2 stars.
Not bad.
So please, let us know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.